but it has been a bumpy season for them as well. The numbers will show you that maybe they played better when Kyrie wasn't in the lineup, and Kyrie's sort of done this awkward dance about being the leader. I'm the reason, and then they play better when he's not there. Why has this not worked the way they all thought it would with Kyrie in the lineup so far?
Well, I think what happened is when you have a bunch of young guys that have a ton of success early on, they're looking to build on that success. When Kyrie comes, it changes the way you play. It changes who you are. And so I don't think that they play better, and I've said this before, I don't think they played better necessarily without Kyrie. I just think a lot of those younger players like their roles more when Kyrie was out. Okay, so instead of you playing through Kyrie, who's one of the best players on the planet, you get more shots for Tatum, you get more shots for Jaylen Brown. And those guys get amped up because they get more opportunity. And so that's one of those things, I've always said it. Do you want to average 15 points a game for a team that goes to the second round? Or do you want to average 10 points a game for a team that has a chance to win a championship? And it's tough to give that to a young player that's in his first couple of years, looking for a second contract, looking to prove himself and looking to build on that. So I don't think it was as much Kyrie, even though Kyrie is sometimes is an emotional guy. I think it had more to do with the players around him liking to those opportunities that were given when he was out.
Do you think he's there next season?
No.
All right, there we go. That's about as succinct as it can be. So I guess from there, talking about someone else who might be around next season, as we're talking to Richard Jefferson on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line, Zion Williamson announced that he was coming out yesterday, finally, after what felt like a weirdly long amount of time. As far as his impact next year, we know the lottery, there's an even chance amongst the three teams up top. What is a team getting day one? We know how high the ceiling is. What are they getting day one with him?
Well, let's just talk about his character. So far, everything that I've seen, he's well-spoken, he's intelligent, he cares about the game the right way, he cares about his teammates. He's done every single thing that basketball has asked of him. He's delivered, right, for college basketball. He's delivered for Duke. He's delivered for the culture. And that's very, very important. When you're talking about a franchise-type player, you want a guy that can sell tickets right away, where every game, including road games, will be sold out for Zion Williamson wherever he goes. That's the type of ambassador that you want for the game of basketball, a guy that cares about it and plays the right way and will sell out your arena. But do I think that he is going to be a generational player? No, I think he's going to be a very, very, very good player. I think he's going to be a better version of Blake Griffin, a much better version of Blake Griffin, but I still don't put him in the same boat as like a LeBron James, a Kobe Bryant, a Michael Jordan. When people start putting him in those categories, can he dominate the league the way those guys have? I think that we need to calm down with that.
Oh, we're not calming down. I can promise you that. There'll be no calming down about this. As remember, we're ZSPN for most of the college basketball season.
And that makes sense.
Richard Jefferson with us. I want to go back to your comments about Kyrie. So if he's not going to be in Boston, where do you think he will end up? And is it crazy to think in his mea culpa season of maybe I owed LeBron an apology, he's the one guy that maybe goes back and plays with LeBron in Los Angeles?
And let me first say this. I haven't spoken to Kyrie.
Yeah, because by the way, people should know you played with both of them.
Yes. So my thing is more of this. I think Kyrie, if you look at how he's changed, at the beginning of the year, he was, I want you guys to have me. I want to be back. I want to be here. And then I think as the season progressed, he was just like, hey, I want to keep my options open, which only added a little bit more tension inside their locker room. Not only just him, but then you had the Anthony Davis situation. And let's be real, that botched trade affected three different teams because you have young guys who have been told that they were the face of the franchise in Boston and in LA that all of a sudden now see that they're ready to be shipped away for a great player in Anthony Davis. So I think that also goes into how the Celtics season has gone. But I think for Kyrie, I think he just wants to keep his options open. I think he wants to look and see what's best for him and his family and what he wants to accomplish. Understand that this man's already won a championship. He's already had multiple All-Star games. It's not about that anymore. It's not chasing a chip. He doesn't need a ring. He's hit one of the biggest shots in sports history. So I think for him, it's just a matter of where he feels like he will be happy. And the fact that he's willing to look at other places right now lets you know that he's probably looking to go other places.
All right, we're almost out of time here, but if he said to you or texted you as a former teammate and guy that he's won with, hey, where should I go? What would you say to him?
Ooh, that's tough. Look, I don't know too much about Boston. I think that situation is great. I think you have a great GM, you have a great coach, and you have great talent around you, and the future is bright. I think that's something that you have to look at. I think the best situation, if you look at the Lakers, there's so much instability. You don't know who your coach is. I think them hiring their next president is actually more important than hiring your next coach, because I think the president really sets the tone. So for the Lakers, I don't know how stable that franchise is. We all know that the Knicks is not the most stable franchise. So there's a lot of different options. Even Brooklyn, I think Brooklyn is a place where he could possibly, I won't say end up, but I think it's a place that has some stability. And so I don't know what Kyrie is looking for. No one knows what Kyrie is looking for except for Kyrie, his father, and his team around him.
Listen, I think we all know who the coach of the Lakers is. He wears number 23. Richard Jefferson, thanks for being with us this morning, my man.